Hey everybody, welcome back to our Little Mountain Life. My name is Don, and we have a lot of new subscribers to our channel, so I thought I'd give you the Cliff Notes version of what we've been doing up here. We have a small 5-acre homestead on top of a little mountain here in Virginia, the northern area of Virginia, just about an hour west of Washington, D.C. Almost 2 years ago now, we moved out of suburbia, out of our townhouse, and brought our family of 4 up here to this 5-acre plot. Lived in a camper while we have been building our pole barn house. We are trying to get more into the self-sufficient lifestyle. We might not ever be fully self-sufficient with food, and we might not ever be fully off the grid, but we want to do as much as we can to be in control over our own food and resources. That brings us to today's video, where we are talking about raising our own meat. There's obviously a lot of craziness in the world right now with food shortages and food supply chain interruptions, and a lot of people are really wanting to grow their own food, whether it's fruits and vegetables or it's meat. In fact, this past week I've seen a lot of advertisements from pig farms all around the country that are selling their pigs for pennies on the dollar, if not free altogether, because farmers are having a hard time getting their food into the grocery stores because of the supply chain issues that we're having. So let me show you what we are doing to be a little more self-sufficient when it comes to meat. So here are the little baby chicks. These are 27 Cornish cross meat chickens. These are not the kind of chickens that you get for laying eggs. They are meant to be raised for meat. At about 8 weeks, we will butcher them and process them ourselves on our property and put them into the freezer, and we'll have many weeks worth of meat food for our family. We got these chicks from Meyer Hatchery out in Pennsylvania, and I actually ordered them almost 2 months ago, but there's a big backlog right now on chicken orders, especially on meat chickens. It's actually better that it took kind of long to get them here. I had to take time and put together this whole brooder setup inside this chicken coop. Our original brooder that we had for the egg laying hens was in our shed. We have a small shed, and it was a good brooder for what we needed at the time, but we also needed that storage space back. So that brooder has been retired, and we needed a safe, warm, dry place for the new chicks to call home. And so I sectioned off a part of our current chicken coop and kind of put this brooder together. It was pretty easy. I had this crate that I picked up for super cheap from a guy in town. So this part was already built, and then I took the lid of the crate and just slid it over and sectioned off another part for a second brooder for some other animals that we'll be getting pretty soon. And then I used foam insulation panels that I had left over from our camper skirting from the winter time and put them on hinges and put latches on them, and now we have a way to keep these chickens nice, warm, and dry, and completely separated from the other laying hens that we have. It was really funny the other day when we got a call about 8 o'clock in the morning from the post office, and you can hear the chicks chirping in the background, and they're like, "Hey, did you order chickens?" I'm like, "Sure did." And so we went into the post office. It's just down at the bottom of the mountain, and picked up the chicks. But yeah, it was pretty cool going to my post office for my first chicken pickup. It won't be the last time, that's for sure. We fully understand that meat is not in everybody's diet. We actually have a lot of friends that don't eat meat. As much as we understand their choices, we like to think that people understand our choices. And for our family of 4 on our homestead, we choose to eat meat. It's very important for us to have a close connection with our food. I feel strongly that the more you're detached from your food and where it comes from, the less you appreciate it and the good quality that it is. Especially in times like these, we need to support our local farmers. And the less transit time there is from food to come from a farm to your house or to your restaurant, the better. It's better for the economy, it's better for our environment, less pollution when it comes to shipping the product. So the more we can do to raise our own food, the better. So like I mentioned, these chickens will only take 8 weeks to grow out to butchering weight and size. With them being bred specifically for that, they grow really, really quick. And they're going to be inside this brooder for about 3 weeks, give or take a little bit. Just kind of depends on how warm it is outside. You want them to have their feathers fully grown in so they can maintain their temperature outside. But for now, they've got this heat lamp to help keep them warm. And eventually, when they do move outside, they'll be put into what we call chicken tractors. And it's gonna be this enclosed mobile box, basically, crate, that we move them on a fresh piece of grass every single day. So they won't be free range, but they will be on fresh grass every day, eating fresh bugs every day. But we've got quite a few weeks before we get to that point, so that gives me some time to build those chicken tractors and time to watch these guys grow inside this brooder. We appreciate you following along with us today as we take another big step forward in self-sufficiency and providing our own food for our own family. We're definitely going to keep you updated as they continue to grow and we get them out on the fresh grass and get them to the end result in our freezer and on our dinner plates. Thanks for checking out our little mountain life.
Well, I hope you're